This was a game recommended to me by a coworker of mine. So I'm excited to see what it's like playing it. This looks so cool. Beeping does not sound good, does it? Wish.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to biomutant. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
That's kind of cool.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
They're both kind of right.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress, and as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
Left or right? I have to sneeze.
Right is always right.
Except when it's not. There's that hole.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Death is inevitable, and life.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
That's kind of cool.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Running is not cowardice.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
Hopefully we can fix it?
Carving it out.
I don't want to go down there. Electrical module.
Just be glad there's a rope.
It's not a rope, it's a chain.
The oil sludge is everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Nice. There's something growling at me back behind the door. I don't want to open it, but I have to progress. Let's just chill here for the minute. kind of looks like water.
Watch it.
I'm actually not doing too bad. I'm doing better than I thought I would. More of the toxic sludge. It won't let me interact with it. Well, at least it keeps you on track.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Working on it. Can go that way. I don't like the look of that.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Put an end to them. Now that's a flesh wound.
Okay. Not another hallway. I just want to get back to my base and hide there for until the end of days is over.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
So, in other words, humans are still selfish creatures.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago. But
Humans
it's
are
clear
the main
the world
reason.
wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space.
That
That's
is not
when
surprising.
they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the
Nature
same
will
again.
always find a
and
way.
what remained of it became ours. sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing.
No.
It's coming from
I
behind
agree.
that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Welcome in, and we are playing Biomutant today. I don't play this game, or have not played this game. Let's get that out right quick.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Are we sure about that?
Now you can focus. Bow! That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Actually, let's get out of here before backup arrives. Because I'd rather not see their backup. Okay, Charles, what do you want?
Muk Bebuk.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Tolitrea ya Maulua.
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Toluwoya lo Yalubatoluyu.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Vunko Vuntu.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true.
Ya Sawata Mua.
The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad.
Udenu Kununyofubu.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Befabihida Untukub Kirko.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Iboda Kilmok.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Koyebun. Tuvun Bunun.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Why does people... Why are there
Had it
reactions
not been
always
for the
violence?
Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Alright, that's gonna be about all the time I have for today's episode. If you didn't catch my last episode, you can find it here. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Bye, guys.